Mage, as you're polishing one of the crystal balls, you see Flamel go up to you and says, "Here, use this." And you see a piece of sandpaper for the crystal ball.
This is a TA.
The head TA.
Question, who's gonna take responsibility here?
Don't worry about it. We'll blame it on the government.
Alright.
Yeah.
The anarchism is great.
You come across a weathered coral crown. What do you do?
I touch it, look at it, get real intimate with it.
As you inspect around the coral crown, you see it has depictions on the sides of it. Drawings. Almost like stick people, but your eyes kind of glow this eldritch blue. Same color as the abyss. The depictions, you see a little boy being dragged into the depths. And an older boy coming to help the younger one pull it up. But this depiction repeats itself across the entirety of the crown.
I'll write that down.
like in game?
No.
Came across a mysterious crown today. At the head of a table, across from you, obsidian mask, red glowing eyes, is a stranger. He looks at you all. There's much to discuss. He waves his hands. The curtains are slowly unveiled, revealing two devils with inferno tridents pointed at the necks of Jordy and Elwyn, who lay unconscious, tied. They're tied to an obsidian sigil of a jagged counterclockwise spiral, and that is where we're going to end the session.
Oh my god!
Hello, welcome back to StudyBreak Tabletop's Arcane Academia, Episode 6. I'm your humble DM here, Johnny. That being said, introduce yourselves, guys.
Rock, paper, scissors. Just kidding.
Hello, I'm Alexander Lazula. I'm a triple major here at FIU. I study political science, digital journalism, and international relations, and I am playing Elwyn Ethelred, Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Hello, my name is Mia. I'm a biomedical engineering major, and I will be playing Midge, the Gnome Artificer.
Hey everybody, it's me, Elijah. I was a broadcast media student, but I'll be graduating this semester. See you on Wednesday. But I'll be playing Kitsune. I won't be graduating from that, hopefully. I'll be playing everybody's favorite Twilight Cleric, Fox person.
Hello, I'm Marco Cristalli. You can call me Chiki. I'll be playing Tarkle Bixie Alphys Fabladil, the Rock Gnome Artificer, one of two of them in the campaign. He's the one with the robot.
Hi, my name's Elise Lopez. I am a graphic design major and art history minor. I'll be playing Charlie, a half-elf rogue girl boss.
From the 1980s. From the
Slay,
1980s,
slay.
specifically.
Hi, I'm Jordy, playing Anthony, I think, a warlock.
It's pending.
Hey everyone, I'm Adrian Lewis. I'm a multimedia major here at FIU, and I'll be playing Darlin Shear. Nothing funny going on here.
Yeah.
I'd like to give a special shout out to Travis Savoy for allowing us to use his music. A big shout out to him. Thank you very much. That being said, today's recap is brought to you by Jordy.
Yes, it is. Hey.
Hey.
So, last session, our very morally questionable heroes had their first day at Arcane Academia. After a very eye-opening conversation with the metaphysical manifestation of their collective psyches known as the Room, the gang found that Elwyn and Charlie were missing. They were nowhere to be found, but perhaps they had just woken up early. So they decided to go to their first class of the day, non-magic defense. Stepping through the blue door, they found their TA, Chiki, who is actually Senor Frog, which we had met earlier.
That's my man.
That's a dog, that's a dog.
It's a frog, but...
That's the frog.
And so they had also met Mr. Darlin over here, a kind of meek and mild-mannered playwright who had teamed up with Bixie for our first in-class assignment of the semester, where the players had to fight against rabid frogs a massive centipede, and of course the teacher himself. So after class finished, everyone including Darlin walked out together, and a vicious raptor disrespected Darlin. Seeing this, yours truly had to take action, and he threw him off the ledge where he fell about 100 feet, but he was fine. He was okay.
He died. He died, but he came back because he can't kill the other one. But you committed capital murder.
And so he was fine. Our heroes decided to flee the scene like the true criminals they are in order to evade the ops, that being our teacher. And so they went through with the rest of their day. They went to class and they went to work. Midge and Anthony had a lab together. Midge, as she had seen for probably the 100th time this week, saw yet another vision of her family dying in front of her brutally. Anthony, on the other hand, found a crown. He also went to work. On the way there, he talked to Darlin. They had a very wonderful conversation. And he invited Darlin out to rendezvous with the group. And so they did. Everyone rendezvoused except for Darlin. Instead, a stranger came by the name of Bluefish.
Not to be a stranger, not to be confused with the stranger.
A stranger.
We had a mysterious figure, we would call him.
The stranger informed the group about a secret society, a cabal, if you will, within Strixhaven, and ignoring every single red flag that faced them, they still decided to follow him. And so they came upon a secret passageway with the Ouroboros symbol that everyone was oh so familiar with. They went inside and
we're gonna cut it right there. Thank you for the recap, Jordy. Excellent. Appreciate the details. Please cue the lights, my good friend, as it's time to get right into episode 6 of Arcane Academia. Rows of barrels hug the stone walls around you in this wine cellar. Brooding individuals eye you cautiously. Every step you make is monitored. At the end of the cellar lies a stage with velvet curtains parted back to reveal Elwyn and Charlie. They are tied to strange symbols, and they have infernal tridents held at their necks, courtesy of the two devils which wield them. In the center of the cellar is a wooden, ornate dinner table. It is filled to the brim with food and drink. Sitting at the head of the table, expecting you all, is a stranger. He utters but one sentence. You are finally worthy of my time. Please, take a seat. What do you guys do?
Don't worry, everyone. They're with me. They're with me.
I look over to the figure. I'm like, you never told me we're gonna meet someone that was literally about to kill us.
Huh?
Is this that guy?
Yeah, it's
the guy.
It's
that guy.
It's the guy.
The obsidian mask, crimson eyes glowing through
This
it.
is the Onceler?
It's the baddie.
Yes, it's
The one that with the zombies. He's taking us hostage.
You guys,
Tired of the Onceler.
Charlie and Elwyn, you guys barely awake from unconsciousness to find you guys tied down, tied inside your neck, in a lot of pain.
So, right when they walk in, and Charlie and Elwyn enter the Bixie's line of sight, and they see the stranger and anything, instantly going to a sort of offensive attack position, getting their arm up, ready to just shoot something over there. And I want to, before saying anything, see if they look conscious. Number one. So I don't know if I would have to roll for that, or if I could just see if they.
Charlie and Elwyn, you see them open their eyes.
So their eyes are open. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to say something with the sending stones that we have.
Oh, but I think it'll be here to my knowledge, the setting stones are something like that's like a phone. So
It's
people will hear it.
message, basically, right?
Yes, it's message.
Telepathically.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, it is. Oh, I didn't know.
So, Bixie's not gonna say anything to them, but telepathically to them too. He's gonna ask, oh, are you guys okay? What is this? How long have you guys been here?
I don't know, and we don't know.
Did you just wake up now?
Telepathically sent the message back.
Yeah, you guys can communicate.
I don't know.
Are you hurt?
I don't think so.
I feel scared, but
We're not hurt yet.
Not hurt yet.
The stranger eyes you, Bixie.
I got a sing message going back and forth.
Look out for this guy.
He looks
Yeah.
at you. Now is not the time for war. Now is the time for peace. You are a wise man, are you not, Bixie? Despite that, you do not know what in the hells you've unleashed upon your country of Am. The Otherite, the machines. But not to worry. I imagine you all must have several questions of which I can answer. Now is not the time for war. Not yet.
Says the one who killed many of our brethren for their own gain.
And we're just expected to follow your time?
Answer me this. In your lifetimes, when have you ever seen someone do something that wasn't for their own gain? Your entire fates, your entire realities were constricted by the Academy to lead you to this moment here with me. You think you're free. You think this is a place where you can span your wings. This is a prison, whether you like it or not.
We didn't even choose to come here.
Precisely.
Our lives were our own before we came.
Were they?
But they give us the opportunity to pursue what we want to pursue with this knowledge, with this power that we'll gain here,
Your
with the
goddess.
friends.
She commanded you to fight for her.
And I willingly did so.
Willfully. Will is a complicated task, but it is never your own. Not while you serve the gods.
I walk to the chair because he tells us to sit down. So tell me, and I sit down, what do you want us here for?
To talk. To converse. We need not be enemies.
If you lay a hand on them, you will be my enemy. And then I said, guys, let's sit down and hear what they have to say.
He waves his hands, and the tridents retreat from your guys' necks as the devils begin to untie you. And they both kind of extend their hands over to the dinner table.
God is good.
The gods are not at all good.
As that sort of happens, as soon as they're like freed, I guess Bixie's going to lower their like arm cannon, basically. Still, tense, but then they'll take very loud walks towards over to where the chairs are, not sitting down, but standing at the other end of the table.
Yeah.
I'll sit down. What's good here?
A pleasure. Tell me, my friend, by what name do you go of today?
GM was around here.
You see on the center of the dinner table, you see a wine bottle that's named Dragonfire.
Hey, I'm Dragonfire.
Dragonfire.
Nice to meet you. I've
Excuse
heard a lot about you.
Wait a
What
minute.
happened?
Mr. Bluefish?
What?
You've been lying to us this whole time?
Who is this?
Bluefish. Yes, that's the name my
That's
cousin's
Bluefish.
sister's dog gave me.
Not anymore.
Okay.
Who is that?
Yes. Dogs are very feisty.
No.
Yeah, sure.
They're very opinionated.
How did you get here?
Followed him.
Dragonfire. You have done a most excellent job. Your audience with me is well rewarded. Please take a seat, as I imagine you two have many questions.
Yes.
I don't mean to interrupt you, man, but I'm gonna have to ask you to cut the shit here a little bit. You were fucking with me for a little bit, but now the people that I'm here with too.
Oh wait, no. This is the bad guy with the obsidian mask that we fought. It's not the spider guy.
Okay.
Just want to clarify.
Yeah.
Still is fucking your shit.
Yeah,
Still.
Still, I mean, that's still.
Do you say anything else, or no?
No, I'm leaving it there.
Okay. I pity you most of all. Born into a world that wanted nothing to do with you. Constricted to a fate that led you to this dinner table. That van, that strange man, all of it led to this. You thought to yourself that you needed a second chance to redeem yourself. My poor child, you never had a chance to begin with.
Hey, don't listen to him. That's pretty condescending. You make your own way.
Am I able to roll to see how does he know everything about us?
I was just
Yeah,
gonna,
for
I
real.
was gonna say.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
can we all roll?
No, hold on. How do you know so much about us?
Thank you.
And I want to roll insight.
Insight won't give you that answer.
Well, I for one would like to know what's going on around here.
Me too. Also, that.
Very well. As I said, we need not be enemies, and any questions you may have, I will answer. Truthfully.
You tried to kill us.
I did not try to kill you.
What?
I have several questions.
I have so many questions.
You
What were you trying to do with the headmaster? Why?
I think first of all.
One at a time. First and foremost, my name cannot be shared. You may call me the Stranger, or you may call me the Forsaken. Either one is fine. Number 2. He waves his hand, and all the men who are surrounding you, all the men and women of different races, leave the center. You are free to go at any given time, but you will not leave. For the answers that I have to your questions may be your only salvation. Including you, Midge. Your family. That was no deception. I merely gave you the ability to see what would have happened, what might happen. Now, you were saying, Bixie.
Why should we have any reason to trust you after what you did when we first got here?
Well, what reasons do you have to trust the headmaster or anyone around you? What reasons did you have to trust the government that oversaw Crow's High, that led all your people astray into the mines?
I came to my own conclusions after the time that I had spent there. It's not my fault for thinking one thing for the years that the government had existed before that, when I had assumed that everything was okay with my people, but then I learned afterwards. I suppose I will learn more here, which is why I'm giving you the chance to speak right now.
Here's a valuable lesson, Bixie. The government, just like this academy, seeks one thing: control.
Do they pay you to talk this shit?
No. In fact, I have established your following. We call ourselves the Oath of Blood. For too long, the Otherborn and this academy have constricted the multiverse, have molded it into its own vision, its own shape. We believe deeply that the Otherborn should not be in the place of such power, nor the academy, nor the headmaster. That should be led to the natural balance of order and of chaos, a chaos of which has been long absent from this universe.
Is that not a good thing?
When has unbalance ever been a good thing? You are here because of them, Bixie. Believing otherwise would be a fool's choice.
We were told that the Otherborn were created, and it happens because we were chosen.
Descendants, a bloodline, powerful and ancient, arisen in the disappearance of Eos. Did you know when this academy was made?
No.
Shortly after the elemental convergence, before the Otherborn even came to be. Do you know who founded it?
The creator god.
No. The academy was founded by the headmaster, Ionas, who still serves to this day.
And you don't like that?
I do not like their hold on our lives. Not everybody is as keen as to serving a higher power as you are, Kit.
For someone who doesn't like controlling others, you have no right to take me or Charlie hostage, just as pawns in whatever the hell you're planning.
I'm really sorry about that. I only had 2 bags of sleeping dust. I forgot the rest.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
He's gonna get all of us.
I'm Dragonspine, thanks.
And you're the one who took me and my friend hostage.
Well, it's more like I sprinkled sleeping powder on you and then
Why?
and then relocated you just temporarily.
Would you
Okay.
do that? And the forks? Why the forks?
I'm making
I
a note
have
of
nothing to
that.
do with that.
Were you the forks?
The devils are still on the stage holding their infernal tridents, like... This shouldn't...
That's messed
Can you
up.
believe this? Can you believe this?
I just...
Realistically, and like, yo, why are we supposed to trust you if you had to put sleeping powder on us to bring us
How did you even
It
get into our
destroys the
rooms?
trust that you want to
How did
establish.
you even get into our rooms to kidnap us? Isn't that supposed to be a safe magical psychic thing, whatever?
We thought you guys were
Ew.
heavy sleepers, by the way.
Dragonspine, if you will.
Well, I am, but that's
Oh,
a
okay.
separate thing.
Could pull out the key from last session.
That
Put it,
key,
put it on the table.
that key is used for more than just transportation across the campus. It can take you anywhere. Anywhere except the headmaster's quarters.
I'm
Including
better
the
off
dorms
homeless.
of others.
That key can be used to go into anybody's dorms, including ours.
Indeed.
So you stole it from the locksmith of this place? That's crazy.
Well, why me and her?
Because you two are the most lost of them all. Second only to Kit, one who seeks to lead with his guiding light, yet is shrouded in more darkness than he knows.
Oh damn.
Why don't you just take him then?
That
Take
was the
him
most
first,
crazy.
and then.
No. He's done his best.
I'm
Yeah, fine, whatever.
trying to do as much as I can. I mean,
No, I'm not saying he should. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Oh.
Lunabelle guides me.
You are the
glad
coddled
you did.
child, looking for your own identity, are you not?
You don't know that.
Do I?
You don't.
Will you live in the shadow of your parents, or perhaps forge a path of your own? By the way, they have made excellent business partners.
I beg your pardon?
You can ask them later.
I want you to repeat that. They made excellent business partners with you?
Indeed. With the entire oath, in fact. They have been quite useful, quite resourceful. The wars between the kingdoms will be most plentiful, but many are caught in the crossfire. Mitch. A war waged by your family, Owen. A war waged for your discovery in the mines of Quarles High. For the resource, of course, that can break the chains that will bring chaos back into its rightful place alongside order. For Etherite.
Etherite was put here by the gods before us. I was merely an innovator, helping my people.
The curse of a genius, blinded by its own creation.
Are you
Poetic.
saying my parents sent me here as part of this scheme that you're involved in and they're somehow involved in?
Not at all, my child.
Rich people are weird, bro.
Or do they even know do they know what's happening?
I just kidding.
I do not know of our altercation. Whether or not they care is a different matter on its own. But I'm not responsible for you being here. You can thank the Academy for that. Tell me, Owen. The choice to come here. Was that you following your own path? Or one laid out by your parents?
I was gonna take a second to think about that. You sound like gonna get very sullen and introspective about this whole thing.
By all means, take your time. We have plenty of wine. As he extends his arms and offers you a silver goblet of wine.
Just smack that out of his hands like a cat.
Now. Manners do come first.
You've kidnapped me and my friend. You've murdered several others. I don't think you get to lecture me about manners.
Have
Not
I
after what
murdered?
you've just told me.
If I do remember correctly, they were resurrected. Unconscious, of course, but resurrected nonetheless.
Did you know that would happen?
Yes.
Oh, can I see if he's lying?
What I did not know. Make an insight check. What I did not know was that you all will be able to stop me. That was unaccounted for. Like I said, you were not worth my time then. You are worth my time now.
17.
He's not lying.
Damn it, he's good.
You don't think he's lying? No, not
So that is
He's
what
an
makes
amazing
us,
liar.
He's good.
So that is what makes us so special.
Yes. And I believe, if you were to hear me out, we could forge a beautiful alliance.
So here's my thing. I believe in a group of people that have fought eternal darkness for their entire lives. The Kitsune Valkyries fought the dark evils so we could be free. And the way that you exempt yourself, sucking other people's power for your own, is an essence of evil.
I need you to answer me a question, Kit.
I will truthfully answer.
Very well. Tell me, does an eclipse happen when the sun and moon conjoin? Or with just one without the other? Darkness and light are conjoined as they always have been. And for too long, the darkness has remained blinded by the arrogance of this academy and its institution. Blinded by the arrogance of blind followers such as yourself. Your deity, she lies to you, as do most gods.
Luna Bell has never lied to me. All my prayers have always been fruitful. My father always says to say the right things and
Tell
do the
me.
right things.
What do you remember of your birth?
I mean, I was a child. All I know is that I was born when touched by the goddess herself. I was risen from the skies. My father said that Luna Bell's my mother, and that see fit.
So you're a demigod.
Of course. I mean, I never consider myself that, but I
He raises his hands, and you feel. Are you going to let this happen willingly, or are you going to fight?
well, wait.
As you feel your blood beginning to move.
I like push a little bit back. I resist in some way. So
Okay,
what do I roll?
go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Let's go, guys. I'm ready to die.
Got this.
Oh, that's a... Wait, what number is that? Is that a 4? That's a 4 plus... Wait, we're saving the
Ouch.
throw. Yeah, no. That's a 5. A good old 5.
Funny. That is not the blood of a demigod. That is the blood of mortals.
But
Your blood has not been stained by godhood.
that's impossible. I mean, I have their eyes. I have the thing of the champion. It makes no sense.
Trinkets giving to those blind enough to follow.
And him saying that, he steps back and he's like, he starts pondering.
Now,
Hey,
yes.
what kind of blood do I have?
Oh.
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
He raises his hand. Do you resist, or do you?
No.
Ah. Well, you were chosen in the first place, of course. Blood from the original Feywild.
Thought so.
What does that mean?
I knew that last session.
I don't know what do those words mean.
Feywild, the magical place.
You.
Personality.
Ah,
So horoscope.
the man of the hour. I need not to read your blood. I need you to answer me something, Anthony. Something important. Are you the snake who bit his own tail in grief? Or are you the one that drowned?
The snake.
Which one?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I bit my own tail, I guess.
What makes you say that?
Well, to be honest, I have no idea what you're referring to. I'm just kind of guessing here. But if you're talking about like what's on the crown,
What do you remember of when you saved your brother?
not much. You tell me. You have all the answers, so you tell me what happened.
I only know as much as your blood lets me. And I have no need to read yours. Funny thing, fate. And this is something important for you all to hear. I cannot die. The headmaster himself was able to kill me. The only way I will perish is if he dies.
Wait, are you like his brother or
Are
something?
you conjoined psychically? What's happening here?
Fate has a funny way of handling its business. Yet another byproduct of the academy. You can kill him at any given point in time and you will be done with me. If he comes back resurrected within the minutes, I too shall return.
Only within the minute.
Well, after the minute, you cannot come back regardless. And we will both be lost into the abyss.
So are you an Etherborn?
Well, we can't kill him.
Do I look like another born to you? I killed others in front of you. Come now. You cannot be as dim as I thought you were.
But if
This guy's a
but
hypocrite.
you killed other Etherborn, so
I
they
think he
came
works
back.
here.
So that
They came back because they were resurrected by the headmaster.
I think he's a bad
Not because
substitute
of me.
teacher.
yeah, you know, he's a hypocrite. You can't you can't go on and on and on about how we're pawns of order and this and that, and then also take us hostage for whatever the hell you've got planning.
Are you an employee?
You've got no right to you've got no right to hold us here. I think we should leave.
You can leave whenever you want. You can walk out the door. But there is food, should you be hungry.
Well, For you being somebody who seems to know so much about not only us, but history and seemingly the future, which hasn't even happened yet. The reason that we are here seems to be about matters of which you don't know. You did not know that we would not go under your spell.
No, I
That
did
seems
not.
to be something very rare for you.
That's true.
So I assume that we have leverage. You need us here.
I brought you here out of courtesy.
But you didn't expect us to survive. That's what.
No,
we've
no,
been
I brought you to
presenting.
this dinner table out of courtesy. I never intended to kill any of you.
Bro, what is your job here? Why are you here?
Darling. Oh, apologies.
Huh? Darling, I knew it. I knew it.
What's happening?
The fox is out of the bag.
You're not sick.
I'm sorry. I thought
I'm
your
gonna
name-
get
I
you
thought your name
out.
was Dragonspine.
Dragonspine. Apologies.
He doesn't look like a blue fish.
We killed the raptor for you.
I believe
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, what is his name?
I shed a tear for you and I'll save you.
That's okay.
I believe that is a
Charlie, do you
question
know what's
that
happening?
you are interested in. Who do I work for? What is my goal here? What is this grand play of which you have been enticed to in this oath of blood? I am its leader, and I do not serve anyone but myself. Myself and my sins. You see, I am forsaken to make a choice that will forever repeat itself over and over again. A choice that can be ended should you kill him, and thus kill me. A choice that you have failed to make in times past, and that I hope you do not fail to make now. I am here to bring forth the one that will restore the natural chaos of the world. This ritual is not to bring back the original Feywild, my friend.
What?
The ritual will bring back someone that can do just that. But it is not within my scope. Not yet. Stopping the headmaster, my ritual was foolish. He is not weakened, and therefore he is at full power. Able to continue to manipulate you all into his grand plan.
GM, is there a way that I could activate the sending stone to communicate with Miss B or the headmaster?
He's gonna tattle.
Well,
For real.
He's
Right,
a snitch.
What a snitch.
No, that's so in character.
Yeah.
Please,
She is, but you know.
Not the headmaster, but your devices, your sending stones, are linked with your chosen counselors.
Okay. That's a good choice.
I think he's not telling us his position here on purpose.
I'm just thinking is if I just play it and the Miss B hears that we're in trouble,
He's really just
and
saying
Miss B
just all
could
these
just
things,
come,
but you know,
you know.
we should just go.
If
I
there
don't know.
is, if there's one thing that I understand firsthand, it is a revolutionary, and it is living under what you assume to be normalcy, and then you learn that it is anything but, and that you must be the person to bring the world to where it should be.
I try to message everyone. It's like I don't think he's a revolutionary. I think he's an extremist.
You don't say.
The thing is that you seem to know a lot of stuff, and I think that it is possible for you to help us, but you're speaking in riddles, bro.
Questions? Ask away. I will answer.
Yeah, but you answer in questions. Like, can you answer in answers?
Hey, how do you know all this?
Yes, he
stuff?
makes a very good point.
I know,
you
I
just
know
keep
almost-
saying stuff back to us.
I have lived through this many times over, and I simply seek to break this cycle. Questions? Go ahead. Answer.
Why here? Why are we here?
I need you to do a favor for me.
Why?
Roll deception. Just take-
I need you to help me weaken the headmaster. Aeolus must be put under a spell for quite some time. We need him to be weakened for the awakening of that who will restore the Feywild, and that who shall bring back chaos into the natural order.
If chaos is part of the natural order, people will die. Whole societies can collapse just because of this. Why would we choose to save you?
Yeah, why should we help?
Can we
People
just
will die.
Do you have proof of anything that you're saying, then?
Tell me. Proof. How many have died under the Elven government's rule in Core's High? How many did you kill to free your people?
As many as I needed to.
Indeed. Now, something that is frightening, more frightening than a lie, is the truth. Because you can hide from a lie, you can run from a lie, but you cannot run from the truth. In this imbalance, with just order, more will die. More, ever so, than if chaos and order were bounded together. The comet is dying, the oceans are draining, and you have the gall to sit here, look me in the eyes, and tell me why everything isn't peachy already.
We can save the world. We can do it. With the knowledge that we'll have here, we can even remove this curse with you. There's another way. There's possibly another way. There has to be another way.
And even if there is another way, he's no better than Aeolus, is he?
Well, how much better am I than the government that
Hey, quick
Took
question.
down.
Quick question. What was all that about, like comet dying and oceans? That felt kind of random, just out of left field.
This is what happens when the multiverse has been left in this balance over the past millennia. The multiverse is dying. And so will we all.
But the headmaster must know about this, right?
Indeed. And what has he done? He made this academy before you were even conceived, before the Etherborn were a thing. So much time to prepare, to muster strength. And look at us now. The state of the world. In disarray.
Does the headmaster know you're here?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
If he knows, folly is he for doing nothing about it. If he does not know, then he is a fool.
With him saying that, I like use my sending stone. It's like, Miss B, are you here? Like I try to message Miss B as like saying like,
How urgent do you make it sound?
well, because I really did not like Miss B, I didn't. But I feel urgent now, so I'd be like Miss B, like I feel urgent.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
Lord.
While this is happening, Elwin's gonna look at Bixie and he's gonna be like, "What were you saying about you and the Elven government and you killing a bunch of people? What does that have to do with anything?"
I am the revolutionary of Coral's High. Do you know nothing?
Are you
Of
the
this?
one that killed? Oh my God! You killed my uncle.
So the strings of fate are puppeted around.
Oh my
17.
God! You killed my uncle.
Your uncle enslaved my people.
Can I
didn't, but I-
reach over and pat Bixie on the back and be like, man, that's a real shame, man. I'm casting guidance on him.
You're a cleric.
do you do that? So you're trying to sneak it, right?
Lord.
Yeah, the guidance
I think
is,
we're
let's
both
see,
have that.
verbal and somatic.
Oh, okay.
Just go ahead and make a hand check.
Yeah, okay.
See if you like.
That's crazy.
I still have your tracker on me, by the way.
That's
that's
a
true.
definite thing.
That's a 14 plus.
Oh boy.
It's a bomb?
What's your
No,
passive
it's
perception?
literally
What's your
just
passive perception?
something
Passive
for me to,
perception
like,
is
see.
an 11.
Oh.
to like see if like
I rolled a 17 on persuasion.
Oh,
well,
performance.
performance, yeah. 17 still.
What's the highest passive perception here?
I
Oh,
have
mine is 14.
Okay, what's it
Mine's
get?
14.
That was. Dexterity? So yeah, that's. 17.
So no one sees him cast guidance.
I feel it though,
Druidic
right?
spell. Do you wish for him to know that
Oh,
you
yeah,
cast it?
totally.
Okay, you know that he casted it on you, but everyone else does not know that. I'll get back to you in a second.
With this interaction. My inventions were only to help my people, and your uncle came in and put my people back into slavery, only for the profit of the elven government, and I have lived under their rule for the majority of my life. All that I did was free my people.
Well, I didn't know about the slavery part. I kind of just thought that was just ordered to work, but that's different from slavery.
I
You still killed my family.
I lived ignorant to these issues for a majority of my life, and I assume that you have as well. That seems to be something that the elven government is very good at doing.
Yeah, they're not. They're trying. You know.
I think that whatever we are in this room for is much, much bigger than just one government or than any of us individually.
Okay.
This seems to be cataclysmic.
You hear on the setting stones like, yes, what is it?
I think we need help.
Help? With what?
A mysterious stranger?
Just sign the damn thing's petition. I'm sure he'll be fine.
No, I think we're in danger.
What's the level of this danger?
Okay, remember page 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the one after that, page 3. It's very dangerous. I think it's not even in the book. Let's just say that it's a bloody danger.
Where are you?
I don't remember how I got here, right?
Yes, we do.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Assuming you remember, we're in Silverquill.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you're in Silverquill, but where exactly in Silverquill are you?
we're in the theater of Silverquill.
Well, we're in an under
Yeah,
passage.
underground. Yeah, we're underground.
Underneath the...
Yeah.
Hey, well, do stay alive, please.
Okay, if you want to hear things before you go in, I don't know if you can get help from the Silverquill people, but I really think we're in danger. Thank you.
And it cuts off.
So at this point, Midge has taken a seat at the stranger's table, and she has been staring daggers at him the whole time, just like staring into him. And she, like, out of your peripheral vision, you see her take like a few quick breaths, and she finally asks, "You called me a seer.
I did.
Why? Why me?"
Reflected in your eyes are the eyes of then once Eos. You are of a specific bloodline, greater than the other one, more free. You're able to see things, the past, the future, the present. I merely activated this with your blood.
What's so special about her blood? Is she a demigod?
I only know so much.
I think you only know what you want to know.
We need to focus on what you don't know and what you need from us.
I told
What is
you.
this favor
Wait,
that
so
you-
are you a seer
If
too?
you don't know as much as you say you do, then
Because of your blood.
No.
I saw my family dying because of your blood magic. I've been tormented by it day and night. Why did you make me make a choice?
Yikes.
There was no deception, Midge. Lost child. What I showed you was the reality. And I presented you with an optional choice. One that, if taken, could have spared your family for what's to come. That choice still stands. Kill him, you kill me. You break the cycle. Your parents live. Your family lives.
So this cycle,
What does our cycle have to do with her parents?
yeah.
That is one thing I will not be truthful of.
Okay, kill yourself.
He has to kill you
I
to
have
do that.
tried
Apparently.
multiple times.
Of course.
so if this is a cycle that you have lived through, how did you not know that we would end up in this exact scenario? How did you not know that we would be under your spell? Or we wouldn't be under your spell?
Because the cycle never involved the rest of you. Only him.
Not a very good cycle, is it?
And none ever are. My cycle only involved Anthony.
So, Midge sees a future that has not yet happened.
Possibly, yeah. I
Depends on
And
you.
if the cycle only involves Anthony, why drag the rest of us into this? Why
Literally.
kidnap me and Charlie?
because there's another prophecy revolving the god of creation.
Oh yeah.
And then I message everybody that he won't know the tapestry.
Oh,
So remember, and I messaged like, because of this, that's why we have another calling. But we're trying to end. But he's trying to put us into his fold.
I imagine like collectively at the table, silently everyone's just like,
Oh.
so
I go into the. So, yeah, that's. You could put us into your fold, but I think there's a way that we can fix this curse. We can make you free. We just need time. And time can work if you can help us.
I do not wish to just be set free. I wish for things to restore as they were. I am forsaken because this is a choice that I will always make to save the one that I care for.
Can I make an insight check on what he's feeling right now? About just saying that person that he's feeling for. Like, just generally. Like,
Insight checks are more so what you think.
Oh, yeah,
how
the
you think he's
perception
acting
check.
and acting. No, there's no possible check that will enable you to know like who exactly he's talking about.
no, but like if he's feeling somber, remembering about the.
Oh, okay, like how his emotions. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Go ahead and make an
his
insight check.
emotions,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not gonna know who his mom is.
Just because
Mother?
you want something doesn't mean you can have it. I mean,
Instant. That's going to be. Score 12.
He's wearing an obsidian mask, so it's very hard to tell how exactly his emotions
Damn,
are.
that's right.
So you're not quite sure how he's currently feeling.
Dang it, his mannerisms don't show. He's not an external person. Okay. But yeah.
It's not Italian.
Yeah, this is not Italian.
I feel somber.
The ganoush.
Yes.
Stranger, you mentioned that you were here many times before, or you were here before. Were you with other Etherborn?
Yes. It plays out differently each time, but the result is always the same. They're always unable to kill Anthony. I'm always unable to make a different choice from the one that I always make.
So we've had more Anthonys before.
Oh yes, multiple.
I understand.
But it's important to remember. As he points to the symbols behind him on the stage, the jagged, counterclockwise spirals. Not everything is a cycle. Sometimes it's just a spiral. Perhaps he's the same person. Unable to remember. Stuck on a different point.
Or maybe he's you who become that. Who knows?
I assure you, they are nothing alike.
What is the war that you plan to wage?
That is courtesy of our business partners. You see, for our summoning, if you agree to weaken the headmaster, my good friend here, Elwyn, his parents, will acquire a sufficient amount of etherite. Etherite which was since discovered in the kingdom of Amn, in which resides the Troll Mountains in Quarrels High.
So how are you gonna get it?
Not me, no. The
How are they
Hallows.
gonna get it?
And with the war,
I would like to see them try.
You're not there to prevent it.
he already killed one.
My creations are.
He already killed one of my family members. I don't think he's going to hesitate to kill my parents. He's going to kill my parents.
You know what's sad about creation and technology?
It's always a fault.
Cultural diffusion. What you have created has spread. You're not the only genius in the lands of Faerun. If you could
I
make
look over at
Okay,
Mitch.
well, I guess he is.
I look over at Mitch.
if you could make machines such as that with etherite at your age, imagine what a mage, much stronger, much more intelligent, could do in his elder years. But this resource shall be used to bring back someone who was taken from us long ago.
Yeah, can you tell us a bit more about that? Is this the person who can do the whole thing, with
The Faerun, yes.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
And do my parents know that you're using them to start a war?
Using them, I assure you, is very much so mutual.
Yeah, I feel like they're playing a big part on this, if anything.
Of course they are. Of course he is.
The kingdoms
Of course my father would do
of
this.
Evermeet with the High Elves are at war with the Kingdom of Arm. Unfortunately, Tamara, or rather Damara, lies in the lands adjacent. Winter's first snow, you see. They have been caught in this conflict, perhaps from the prejudice that fuels the High Elves, the prejudice against the Rock Gnomes. Your parents will be caught in the crossfire and killed in a week's time.
I'm sure we could probably let them know that we could probably save them. That's a possibility.
Go ahead and try to interfere with fate.
Now, I understand that you've been in this exact same position many times before, but how many times?
Variance each time is a variant.
How many times have you been here with me?
This is the first time I meet all of you
So-
except for Anthony.
Could you not simply ask me for the otherite of which my people have? You've never had the opportunity to simply ask.
Or negotiate.
Yeah, that's
Or
a good
negotiate.
idea.
Yes, exactly.
I had never
All these
imagined,
resources, I might.
I don't think that they would want to negotiate. I think they want to take it, right? But
I
you
had
can
never
ask.
imagined that you will agree.
And
Well, if this is a matter of the order of the universe, I don't even suppose I would have much of a choice anyways. If you're going to either kill my people to take it, or take it with us giving it to you, I would want to do it sparing as many lives as possible.
And I'm sure I can negotiate on behalf of my father. After all, I am his son and heir, so you know.
Perhaps.
You see how what working together does? You don't have to kill
Maybe you
each
don't
other.
have to sneak around and
I like
kidnap
this
us
guy.
and.
Yeah. I mean,
Power of friendship.
You will provide the other end then?
Well.
we need to see plans. We need to see plans. We need to have conversations. We need to have
We have to know
dialogue.
what you're doing, what you're going to do with the other right.
Yeah, because I feel like we don't want to give
Because apparently,
weapons
if
of
we
mass
don't give it to you,
destruction
his
to a
people will
blood
die,
cult.
her parents will die, my parents.
Yeah.
Actually, my parents stand to benefit from this, but they will have blood on their hands.
Yeah, I heard something about like breaking of chains. What
Yeah.
what kind of crazy thing are you going to be forging with this Etherite?
Yeah.
As I said, I will be most truthful. I am unknown as to what the other item necessarily is for. Just that we need it in large quantities.
And we is you and my.
The oath
No, the order, his oath, his people,
and our business partner.
which he has many.
You see, I like your parents. They are
They're very likable people, of course.
very much so.
Mm.
I find us to be aligned in our goals. When I first presented to them the idea, many moons ago, I thought they would agree. I was very joyful when they still agreed to do the grand plan. You have grown to be a wonderful young boy now.
Thank you.
I was there when you were born.
Sorry, what?
Creepy.
You were there for my birth?
Grooming much?
That's upsetting. I don't remember you.
No one ever does.
Do my parents remember you? Of course. They probably do.
Any other questions? You have until the end of this dinner to see if we can come to an agreement. If not, then well.
How do you know so much about everyone else here? So because they make it that we're connected or whatever, but how do you know about everyone else?
I am forbidden to say.
By whom?
Well, we
By
know
whom? By whom?
He does business with my family. My family controls his family and probably her family.
That makes sense, but I want to know if there's something else
Under
going
whose
on. Like
authority?
maybe he's a seer, for example, and he doesn't want to tell me.
Or maybe
Yes,
he just
you're,
hears
you're
what you
talking
say.
about the order and the oath. Whose authority are you working under?
Or maybe he's
How
like.
can we trust you, for that matter?
I am the leader of the Oath of Blood.
I
You
think
just said you don't know what you're using it for.
Well,
I look over. It's like, or maybe he's just through us being with you. You're a conduit, and he's just taking all of our information.
Hey,
Maybe
stop-
this
stop
guy's a
injecting
load of
answers, sir.
barnacles.
Yes.
But he's not answering because he says to whom. You know.
as I said, I have been most generous already with my answers. There are some things I have been forbidden to speak of.
Stranger, there's one thing I don't understand, among many other things. You were back when the comet flew over us at orientation,
Yes.
and you were holding Anthony, you were ready to kill him. You said that would kill you as well.
I did not bring myself to kill him. Therefore, I gave you the choice.
Well, if you want something done right, do it yourself.
Ain't that right?
Yes, well, we're not going to kill him.
Well, I think that there's a way of removing this curse.
I'm not going to kill Joel.
Now, if all we have to do is kill Anthony, it is my understanding that Anthony gets his power from something like a god, just as Kit might, or as many others that I know. Why can't we just kill the god?
Why can't we just kill a god?
Killing
course,
gods
yeah.
are hard.
Of course you laugh, but I mean, is it that we must kill him, or that we must sever a connection of some kind?
Or to my question, adding on to that, do you serve the same creature or thing that he gets his power from?
Oh, absolutely not.
He's a blood guy.
Blood guy and water.
I will say,
Fish.
I'm a fish water guy.
as I would normally never be
King of the
opposed
ocean,
to
blood.
slaying a god. No, he must die.
What makes him so special? Or are you still figuring that part out?
Yeah, because he doesn't know.
He points at the crown on your head. Make with this as you will.
So it's the crown that gives him the
You want the crown? I'm just kidding. You can't have the crown.
That's all I can say.
You can't have the crown.
Anything else?
What is stopping you from talking? Why are there things you can't mention?
Yeah.
It's like you just say things that you want to
If
mention.
you're in charge of
You
this
said you were going to be
organization, you
truthful,
can.
but
Yeah.
you already lied.
I can't say! I need you to understand that there are some fates that are worse than death. And more so, I need you to understand. Should I speak out of place, you will all die before you can count to 3.
We will die.
1, 2, 3.
I would believe.
Wouldn't that solve all of your problems, though? If
It
we just
would.
all die right now?
All but you and me.
This seems to be the best shot that he's got at whatever's plan he has.
All
I
the time.
need you to weaken Labmaster.
So you need us.
Yes.
Period.
Exclamation.
And
He pulls out. Blood begins to surge through his veins as he makes with 2 long fingernails. He makes 2 cuts in the palm of his hands. Blood surges outwards into this orb of blood in the center that shoots into his heart. As he puts his hand through his chest, almost like a ghost passing through a wall, and he pulls out a rusted dagger. Looks like nothing special. He lays it down on the table. Stab the headmaster with that. He shall be paralyzed. Unconscious for quite some time, enough time for the plan to continue. A plan which I had set in motion, of which you stopped during orientation.
and if we don't,
And I'll do it myself. And you will die regardless.
How can we know that you haven't been lying about all of this and that all you want is to kill the headmaster?
Look at me into my eyes and tell me that I have been lying to you.
Roll insight.
Well, I understand that I understand this. You could just be a fantastic liar.
By all means, make an insight check.
we can't even look him in the eyes because he got the
Remember,
mask on.
you have guidance, by the way.
Yeah, guidance, yeah.
Yeah.
8?
No, oh, add, roll a d4.
Roll a d4 for guidance.
And that's
Yeah, roll that
Oh,
D4.
I just added 4. I didn't even roll it. 8.
Hey!
8.
Oh, and plus your proficiency and all that stuff?
Yeah, no, 8.
Bixie, you do believe, with everything that he's told, that everything that he was unable to say,
He's got it.
no, this is the thing I do. So,
Like, character choices.
no,
Because
it's
your anxiety.
actually. So, whenever you roll bad, I roll d4. On the 4, I tell you the truth. On the 1 through 3, I tell you a lie.
And we have to decide what it is.
And you have to decide what it is. But your character believes that everything that the stranger has told you so far has been the truth. Whenever he has verged on information that he cannot say, he simply refuses to say it.
Holding the crystal orb I like realizing this like allowed me to see stuff. Can I look at the dagger and then back at the orb to see if anything clears up?
You have not yet reached your potential. That is to be expected. But I can help. If you will allow me to.
Okay.
Alright, so no saving throw card as you allowing him. As you feel your blood begin to surge through your veins, your eyes shine an eldritch blue color, similar to that of Anthony's. And you look at the dagger, back into the orb, begins to spin around, and you see dagger going through the headmaster's back, piercing his heart. You see the academy being met with an unending night, an eclipse, the shine to cast darkness all across. You see winter come and lay everything covered in frost and snow, and from the abyss a voice beckons, and from the abyss something rises, something that will restore the order. Pure chaos.
I feel like also not to.
Only
like-
you see this, by the way. No one
Yeah.
else sees the anything.
Yeah. Okay. Not to be a devil's advocate here, but I do feel like the academy has forgotten about what happened at orientation too quickly. There was a stranger in our room, which is not supposed to happen by all accounts. The academy, if it's all it's chalked up to be, it wouldn't have let this happen.
I understand what it's like to live under a false pretense for the institution that you live under. I can understand this as a very big metaphor, what happened with my people and my life and how I've grown up. It seems very similar to what's going on here. I agree. It seems like we were rushed off a bit too quickly. It seems like we were not given the entire truth by the academy, just as the elven government would not give me the entire truth about what's happening to my people. And I had to figure that out for myself.
I think we didn't have the day.
I think we should give him a chance.
I agree.
Now, for the acquisition of the Etherite that my people own, it is my understanding that whether I allow you to or not, you are ready to slaughter all of my people in order to get it.
Not me. Oh no.
It might as well be you.
No. That was the idea of Your Highness.
Well, if
But why are you pointing at me? I didn't have anything to do with this.
You
I,
have so far failed to separate yourself from your family, and therefore I should group you together until you have proven me otherwise.
I wasn't.
if I have a choice in this happening with bloodshed or not, I would want to make that choice. Not only make that choice, but how am I even supposed to contact them? We don't even know where we are. This place is nothing like how I've grown up. I didn't even know a place like this could exist. I thought it was stories.
He points to the key that you have on the table. Oh, that key is, in some situations, can be used for more than just travel within Strixhaven and the Academy. With my help, with his help, and with your willingness, perhaps you can communicate with your family back at home.
I'm gonna pick up the key and be like. put it
Well, I
back
hardly
in my
think I have a choice.
Well, you let me know. You can also use that key to communicate with me, should you need it. But, so far, do we have an arrangement?
If you can call it that.
This is most unexpected.
I guess we have a truce, yeah.
What else do I have going on? I got kidnapped today.
My apologies to both you and Alan. I did not expect you all to be so willing. And I need you here. Perhaps you can view this as a second chance, or perhaps as the first chance you were never given.
But you're contradicting yourself, though. You told me that I didn't even have a chance in the first place.
Therefore, this is the chance you have been waiting for.
Is it?
Depends on what you make of it.
I don't know. Seems fish, but...
Bluefish.
But, you know...
Like this man.
We need an apology from you.
Yeah.
Blue fish, dragon, spine, dragon.
Apologies, my friend, for the earlier slip-up.
Elwin's going to pour a glass of wine and he's going to throw it at this guy.
That
Yes.
person.
Him?
Yes.
Him.
Oh my gosh. Can I try to dodge?
Imagine transforms back.
Oh my gosh.
Are you just gonna like that spill over you, or
I'm gonna try to dodge that.
go ahead, both of your initiative.
Okay.
Just to see who acts.
Yes, it's start.
Just to see who acts first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is combat.
The combat breaking on the room.
The combat we wanted.
Elwin leaps over the side of the table and starts like trying to choke him.
11.
13. Wait, no. 16.
16.
Oh no!
The wine goes and you kind of dodge all the way as the wine spills across the wooden
It's
planks.
the imps.
As
Turn
the
the goblet.
stranger's kind of like, you're mature.
We haven't matured yet. I mean, we started out adulting. So.
Hey, I didn't know you all had history.
If that will be all,
I one more.
I have one more too.
The time stopping thing. How'd you do that?
wasn't me.
I knew it.
Who was it? Who did
So-
the time stop?
The person of which I spoke of earlier, of course. The person of which I cannot speak of at all.
Okay. My question is, where's Darlin?
Perhaps he might be just as dim as we thought he was.
The real Darlin.
That is not for me to say. I
You
respect.
have a very narrow conception of what is real and what is dreams.
You have a very narrow conception of who is who and what is not.
I kinda-
Bluefish, Dragonspine.
I want
I
to like
don't know this man,
outside
but I
like
hate
outside
him.
of like the role play that's going on, right? Do we like now after that like Darlin thing? Do we know that this guy is Darlin?
Well, I rolled a nat
think
20
we
for
know.
myself last session, and I know.
No, I mean
that-
like now after he called him Darlin.
You
Well, he
guys
said
can begin
Darlin.
to speculate, but nothing is confirmed.
We don't like know for sure. Okay.
No.
Well, I would know that the real Darlin, supposedly trapped within the Feywild.
Okay.
That's what I would know if I'm corrected by.
Oh,
that.
because we know that the Feywild is only like in dreams and imagination.
Well,
or, like-
I rolled to know that.
Okay.
We because the
We-
Feywild was gone long ago, if I remember in the lore. Yeah, because I read the lore. But
Happy
yeah.
for you.
So, are you guys done here with the dinner? Or
I wanna
I
ask.
think so.
Stranger, if I understand this correctly, as long as you don't succeed, this cycle that you're in, that Anthony's in, repeats endlessly?
As repeated because Anthony, no one has ever killed him. Because even in cases where he should die, I have failed to make a choice different from what I have all these years. Because I simply cannot let go of that who is dear to me.
That sounds personal.
How long have we been in this cycle for? How many years?
Well, how many depictions are on that crown?
I count.
One.
Bro, math
two.
check for me.
It's infinite, right?
You see, like it's 16 all across, but it's like it keeps going.
So infinite, right? Or 16 times. No, I'm sorry.
16 times infinity.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
That's a
infinities.
lot.
16 infinities.
That's a lot of
probably-
infinities.
Yeah.
I really like this sort of corkscrew that's been happening. If this is all true, why do we have to break it again? Why can't we just keep going on like this? This is
Yeah,
fun.
right.
Yeah, but none of us have caught on to it except for you, so that's really your problem.
I mean, I don't want to keep it
I'm not even
selfish.
trying to be rude. I'm just stating a
Are you trying saying that the lesser of evil to like everybody? This guy has to suffer for the rest of eternity.
Because apparently our
Elwin,
Sounds like
I'm sorry, but he wants to murder every single person on the continent. What is
Oh.
that?
when has anything ever been your problem? Have you even had problems?
Coño.
Your luggage still sits with Orm.
No, I went to go get that last week.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I went to go get that.
I mean, that's why he got troubled, I guess.
Yeah. Besides that,
That's why he got knocked out, probably.
well then I should. Well then clearly if I've had no problems, then I should know what isn't my problem, and that does not sound like my problem. Just to flip it back on him.
That is fair.
That is logic.
It's not his problem.
And I should know what isn't my problem.
Is this your problem? Is it?
Now you've made it my problem because apparently
How
my
have I
family.
made it your problem?
Well, because you just told me that my family is going to help you commit war and everything, and that's.
That is not something I brought up onto you. That's something your parents chose willfully. Once again, you have failed to seek a path for yourself and to continue to group yourself with your legacy. What's the first lesson that you were taught? Oh, for apologies, you were kidnapped. You never were able to be taught that lesson in non-magic survival. But serve yourself, not anyone else. I mean that not as a way of degradation, I mean that as a genuine advice. Very well. That being said, eat if you wish, finish up. I promise you it's not poisoned or any of the sorts. The dagger stands on the table, the key stands for communication. If there'll be nothing else, time is a feeble thing.
Can we keep in touch?
The key.
I.
Bixie,
No. You say your thing.
Bixie just says, I've heard enough and I have too much to think about right now. You'll hear from me.
Very well.
And then they walk out of the room very loudly.
Give Miss B my regards. I think I'll just sits back and takes a sip of his wine.
I'm gonna finish eating.
I'm gonna take a sip of the wine.
I'm leaving. I'm too offended to eat.
After hearing that, I'm thinking, man, what type of wine does Miss B like? That's
I
crazy.
put food in my pockets and walk out.
Yeah, you know, I'm
Very iconic cheese.
Nice.
I'm stealing like a little dessert.
You go ahead, you guys take your food, some of you eat it there, some of you
I'm
take
stealing
it to
a
go.
pie.
You know what? I'm taking it to the dorm. I'm taking it to the dorm.
Those of
Whatever.
you who stay, dinner is elegant.
But I messaged everyone who's taking the knife, who's taking the key.
I'm taking the key.
You're taking the key. You are not in this message. You be
You'll
gone.
have to take the key from me to get
Oh,
the key.
I remember
I will-
because you got
I
the
will
key just
take
now.
the key.
Take the key. Okay, who's getting the
We did
knife?
rock paper scissors for the key. You want rock paper scissors?
Hey, I've got the key. You wanted the key? You want to talk
Hey,
to
you
me?
want me to hit you in the face?
I kinda don't
So
mind
is he
taking
just
the
part
knife.
of us
Try.
now?
Okay.
We'll talk in a bit.
Okay.
So,
Can we fight?
This
as
is
you
Yes.
what happens. I'm
Alright.
never going to catch
as
up.
you guys,
Okay.
as you guys finish dinner, the stranger stays there until you all leave. When you all leave the wine cellar, having taken the stuff, you can determine who took what later. Having taken the stuff, if there be nothing else, the door locks behind you and is unable to be opened again. You're all together. As you walk out, waiting for you, the other, you see there staring at you. You see a turtle, you see a dryad, and you see a leonin. All there waiting for you. You recognize these as your friends. You see Brad, Clad, and Chad, all looking at you. You see Brad is the first one to greet you. The turtle. Taking very slow movements. He looks at you. Ah, the other, my friend. By what should I have the pleasure to call you today?
GM, what's around here?
Pardon me.
No, I'm talking to Johnny. This is me talking
Oh,
to
yeah.
out of
Oh,
character.
sorry.
What is around this room?
What's your
Sorry.
Me asking for advantage.
Around you, you see a dandelion by the patch of flowers that dispel the illusion.
Okay. Oh, yes. No, it's Dandelion. Hi, hello.
Dandelion, I am most pleased to see that you have gotten an audience with the stranger. You have made it so far.
So far, indeed. You'll get there one day, Brad.
I have already been here, but yes, perhaps we can reach further heights. Then you see Clad. She's the dryad. She looks at you and she says, Dandelion, you have. I'm so happy, most happy to see how far you have risen within the ranks of the Oath of Blood. Tell me, who are these kind friends you have seemed to have indicted today?
Yes, these are my friends. They're gonna help us in our grand mission, and I think we'll all be able to help each other.
Oh, wonderful. A pleasure to meet you all. I am Clad. That is Brad. She points to the turtle. And that is Chad. And she points to the Leon. As they all kind of wave to you. Chad goes ahead. Yeah?
I'm not here, right? Because I walked out.
Oh, no. Do you want to be here?
Well, I mean, I walked out before this, right?
You kind of like, as you walked out, like you kept walking, but you could have just stayed here, just lingering around.
Bixie's gone.
Okay, so
Yeah, are they outside or are they still like in like?
You guys are outside.
So they're introducing themselves to us.
Yeah. You see, you all see Chad. He's like, he has a tear forming at the corner of his eye. As he looks at you and he says, I'm so proud of you. Wow. Raw. Wow. And it's a pleasure to meet the rest of you. I am Chad.
You're part of the Cabal?
Yeah.
Sick.
Thank you.
Awesome.
I love that crown. Quite fashionable.
Thank you.
Yes.
I think I'm a god, but I don't know.
Oh, Chad, would you like a
The
crown?
details are still.
Crown? No, that's too much for me.
No.
I prefer this lovely hat. He has like a bardic hat on.
Oh, okay.
It's a fetching hat.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Appreciate that. I do take quite interest in your attire. It's so glamorous.
Well, thank you. I'm Elwyn of
Elwyn.
I'm Elwyn.
A pleasure, Elwyn of the... Yes.
Yes, hi. Yes, hello. And you're all part of the same
Cabal, or as he put it. Yes, the Oath of Blood.
Cabal.
Yes.
And you guys call yourselves that.
No, we call ourselves the Oath of Blood. We are a group of individuals who came together, sick and tired of being strung along like puppets by the Academy and by the Etherborn. We seek to break free of this prison and of our chains.
And you guys are you advertising this?
Kind of by voice, by reference.
By recommendation?
By recommendation, yes.
So there's been a cult happening here this whole time. We just didn't know about it.
Hey, we worship no god.
It's true. We worship ourselves and our ideals and goals.
Well,
Have you-
that's nice. Well,
have
your
you,
friend
have you ever
here.
thought that maybe because the Academy has so much control that this Cabal that you're a part of is just part of their master plan?
That's a thought that haunts me every night, but I assure you, it is not. I assure you, we have remained most secretive. Trust me, nothing gets past Brad. And you see the turtle moving. It takes like 10 seconds to look at you.
Wonderful.
Well, your friend here kidnapped me earlier today, and I'm still mad about
Oh.
this.
That is between you two. To leave me out. That being said, we have places to go. A pleasure to see you again, Dandelion, as you go by today. A pleasure to make your acquaintances. We must get going. And with that, what do you guys do now?
Where's
I want to
this?
go talk to Midge.
You?
Yeah. Hey, he said something about you being a seer, right?
I guess so.
Okay, yeah. Do you get the feeling that he's... Do you get the feeling that you can maybe see something about this mysterious master that our stranger master is taking orders from?
Maybe. I have no control over this. Over
You can
when
try.
this happens, but I can try.
Hey, I will make you a flower if you do it.
You will?
Yes, I will. Not make you into a flower. I will make a flower. I'll pull a flower out and I'll give it to you.
They have
Okay.
they have very nice flowers, and I show them the flower that they gave me.
Alright.
But
Exactly.
Before I try, I'm gonna tell him. I saw with the knife that he presented to us. That I saw a vision of him, the headmaster, being stabbed through the heart, and then an eternal winter of sorts is falling all over, and the academy just, falling into darkness. I'm not sure what to make of that.
Seems very poetic,
It does.
symbolic even.
Symbolic of what?
Unknown, obscure.
Wouldn't it be? I mean, am I hearing this or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just
But,
saying this.
so here's my thing. If there's an eternal winter, what about the Feywild? Where's that gonna go?
There is winter in the Feywild. It's not always winter. It depends on where you go. It depends on how you feel.
I guess we introduced the other two, Elwin and Charlie, as like, well, this is Bluefish Dragonspine Dandelion. If that's your
Pleasure.
real... What is your real name?
I find names are very juvenile.
Then what do you prefer to call
I
yourself?
don't know what that means.
Don't you know that it's kind of rude to ask someone their name?
No, I feel it's rude to ask someone their age. But,
I don't know. You use your names too frivolously.
Yeah, go ahead. Are you doing with dagger? Who
Uh,
has a dagger, by the way? Who took the dagger?
yeah, who
Good
decided
question.
to get the dagger?
Bixie didn't.
Decide that amongst yourselves.
I would take the dagger, but I feel like that it would corrupt someone who has it, so...
Elwin would not take the dagger. He is offended and it is dirty.
I'll just take everything. I'll take the dagger, the key.
You have the crown, you have every weapon of mass destruction.
I thought about taking it, but I feel that it's a lot of responsibility.
Alright, so that means either you have it.
I'll have it. In the end, if people need it. But I feel you need to use it right now, right?
that depends. Can I just, think about something?
You will
and
be
then-
granted advantage.
If I have the dagger? Okay. So, I take the dagger. I have the dagger.
In their possession.
Thank you.
Alright.
Okay.
Go ahead and make another contact for me.
With advantage, no?
15.
15?
Wait, with advantage.
Advantage, yeah.
18.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead, and also with advantage, go ahead and make a charisma saving throw for me.
Yeah, you also have advantage regardless.
Natural 20.
Alright.
He's not dead!
Alright.
Not dead.
Natural 20. Okay, I'm not even gonna roll damage. You're good. Alright. That's okay.
Look at our recent TikTok.
Not dead conspiracy. All right.
Yeah.
So okay. Dagger in one hand, orb in the other. Kind of your eyes kind of start to reflect the color, the blue, the glass until your eyes brightly open up in eldritch blue. In the globe, you begin to see visions as a massive pit of void of darkness surrounds the globe, reflecting that into your eyes. And while you guys cannot see what's in the globe, you guys see the reflection of her eyes change as depending on what she sees. Eventually, you see a figure, eluded, shrouded in darkness. His face looks like it's peeling off in chunks, being held together by this purple glow, holding him in one piece. His eyes are demonic black, no iris, no pupil, nothing. He stands about 7'5". You see him with a hammer, massive war hammer, hitting at these massive chains that dangle in the abyss. You lock eyes with him as he kind of becomes awakened to your presence. You feel his aura begin to corrupt your head, pins and needles, spikes to begin to form all over your head and brain, but you resist, and with that the connection is cut and severed.
What was the last thing you said?
I
I did not understand at all.
The last thing about what?
The very last thing you said.
that he looked at you as if he had become aware of your presence,
Yes.
and then you felt like your brain, your mind began to get like corrupted, almost like as if pins and needles begin to form, and your head about like almost like implode.
Right.
But you resisted that, and it cut off a connection.
Okay, so I don't see anything anymore.
No.
Okay.
What would you see?
A very strange looking man hitting some chains in an abyss with a hammer.
Okay.
He seemed to look at me too. Like he knew I was there.
Not much to go off of. But
It is not.
That can't be good.
If anything, we could all regroup to our study. I don't think you have access to that. If you do, stop intruding without asking.
I do not trust the room.
Apparently he does have access because he kidnapped
Yeah,
he kidnapped two of us.
because he has the key.
Okay. Two things. First thing, are you guys gonna allow the other to come with doing it, or no?
That's. I think we need to have a talk with the other.
So first off, a service rendered, a service gained. And takes a flower, takes a bud, like an unbudded flower, and then like blows on it, and then it opens and gives it to you.
Thank you.
If you could stay one moment, Mr. Dandelion, as we recently called you, can we just talk with our group here and we can let them know what happened? Because they were kerfuffled.
All this is happening. What are you doing, Bixie?
Bixie goes straight to the room.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah, no, like, I mean, this is kind of like everything that Bixie had ever worked up until realizing, or that he might have to, like, basically abandon all of his work because this is what powers his machines that are there. So they rush back to the room, and trying to figure out or reflecting on everything, trying to figure out how to contact the home again. If they even want to actually give up the Etherite, if certain plans that he had for his creations are actually going to see it through. Basically, thinking in his room.
Okay.
But he's in his room right now.
Okay. We're gonna. We're doing all that reflecting as you're walking towards your room. When you get to your room, we're gonna. I'll say what happens. Are you guys gonna have him take him with you to your dorm or no?
Okay, I imagine we're all walking, and then we're all deciding. But I think if we have sending stones, he won't listen, or they won't listen.
No.
No, generally. Okay, so I think as we're just walking, it's like, hey, I know this is not a thing on you, but I just want to chat with everybody that we know just to see if we can get a good vibe. Is that okay? Your general.
Do what you want.
Okay, and then in message sending, guys, I don't know what's going on, but I think we have to know if we should trust this person. He generally has a key to go to a room whenever he wished, and that's why I think the room didn't notice, because he entered within a magical presence through this magic key.
As they're talking, can I hang back and try to sleight of hand hide the key somewhere on my person?
Yeah, go ahead. Bring us the answer.
I hear this.
Yeah.
So this breaks.
This is all linked. This is all linked in connected. I know you're walking directly. That's why I did the sending stone.
I don't think we should get on his bad side.
But do we let him in our space, like right now? Because he has access regardless.
I would say depends on whether or not he instinctually follows.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with him in our space because he did, kidnap two of us.
Then you all hear Bixie saying, "You guys don't have much of a choice whether he's in our space or not.
Yeah.
But that's why
I'm just saying I don't want him
Choose
in
the
our
path
space.
of least resistance and let him in." And then he like, if you can hear an end to call, he does that.
But I really want to steal the key.
Personally, I think that if he wanted to kidnap us again, he would have done it, whether or not we granted him access into our space. So, whatever.
Well,
All right, fine. Let's let him into our space.
the solution is take the key from him.
yeah, that is the only solution. But I would just say, just for you to understand, there was another version of this person. His name is Darlin, and to my understanding, he's trapped. It looks like it's an endless cycle. He was a cool guy. He was with us during the games because you guys missed class. He's a cool gardener. He has cool magic. And he says always that he's sick, that he has a condition. But I think whatever's happening with this person is something involving with what's happening with Anthony. So I feel that if we could try to break this curse, or whatever's going on, We can free the weird stranger from Anthony, and we can free Darlin from this figure.
Do you think, while this is going on, is it possible for me to try to pickpocket the key?
So, you do see Darden in the corner. However, you're not sure where the key is. So, you can go ahead.
I'm observing him.
You're observing? Go ahead and make a perception or investigation check. Up to you.
D20?
Yes.
So investigation is by intelligence, perception is by wisdom. So whatever's highest, you would use.
Which one's higher?
I don't know. I'm starting to like this guy.
You're starting to
He
like
gave
this
me a
guy.
flower.
But you would be...
Not me.
Now that
Charlie.
Anthony said what he said, though, I think that we should at least attempt to be in a little bit more control.
Yeah.
Considering what he did to me in Hellwind.
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
He can go into a room willy-nilly. I mean, that's not the Darlin
Gary
I
needs
know.
a new pair of shoes, right?
How many pairs of shoes does Gary have so far?
We have a wardrobe, but we want a room.
Hold on, I'm like warming it up. Hoo, 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 hoo. 16.
16
9
in total?
Plus 3.
Plus 3?
19?
19.
And you got a dirty 20 for sleight of hand, yes?
Yes.
You
Dirty
did.
20?
You do not know where the key is. You can still try to
Balls.
pickpocket it, but you have disadvantage, and the DC, the difficulty check, will be high because you don't know where it is.
That'll be a sleight of hand check from her?
That will be yes.
It will be
Literally
possible.
just do it.
Go for it.
No! We can't do
If there's
this!
anybody who would go for it,
Yeah, if
not
there is
metagaming.
anybody who would attempt it, it should be me.
So
Yeah.
because the message, we're all talking, but we're looking at all of our faces, and I know that you're eyeing the person. I'm like, okay, Charlie, I love what you're thinking, but we could probably map this in a way where this person is not noticing a
Charlie
thing.
would do this, right?
This is
Make an insight check to see if you actually know what's going on.
No, I'm looking at Charlie's eyes.
No. Make an
Okay.
insight check to see if you...
Now you get to make it.
Oh yeah.
oh,
planting
finally.
evil
Do
seeds in
I get
my
advantage?
mind.
Is Charlie
Darn it! Do I get advantage? 'Cause I know it's Charlie.
Oh.
Inside check.
You
No.
barely know Charlie.
I say I rolled an ocho. An ocho.
You do not know. You just see Charlie looking around. You don't know what he's
darn
thinking.
It, so I don't know.
Charlie, what do you do?
Darn it. You're on your own.
I think I'm gonna go for it because this guy seems non-threatening, and if he tries to come for me, I think I could take him.
I also feel like anything you do
Also-
to him is not as bad as the multiple kidnapping.
Also,
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
And conspiracy to God knows what.
Bro!
if anything,
I'm in there. I'm
Agent,
in
could
there.
you describe what your character looks like? Because I didn't think you never showed.
Yeah,
what
do you
you
got
described.
pockets?
Oh, yeah. He's wearing kind of like this dusty clothes that look like they've been kind of covered in dirt and recovered. And like there's like vines with red autumn leaves like clinging to them on his person.
He's stylish.
Like
He's
yeah,
stylish.
pop collar and all
Yeah.
that.
All he gave us for a description last time was him just like out of nowhere unbuttoning
Yeah.
his shirt.
The most important aspect of his character is that he has the flowers blooming from his
Yeah.
hair.
So roll
Oh,
sleight of
that's
hand
nice.
with disadvantage.
Let's roll 2 d20s.
Okay.
And
By the
then
way-
pick the
At
lowest.
once?
Yeah, and pick the lowest.
Okay. So by the way, are you going to just like kind of walk up to him, or are you gonna like?
For the sake of the situation, I'm standing kind of already, as Charlie does. Charlie kind of like straggles behind from the group, because that is within character.
Okay.
For Charlie.
Makes sense, because I did move back towards the back of the group, so that means
That's
that
what
I
I'm
could have been
thinking.
like in
Okay.
front of you.
While
Yeah.
I'm not entirely away from the group, I'm in some kind of in-between spot between you and the group. So wherever we are, I'm assuming outside talking to whoever's passing by us, there's, I could be looking at grass. I could be looking at anything.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay.
Oh,
Another d20?
Yes.
Okay.
What's your passive
Before
perception?
I do this?
Yes, before sleight.
Okay.
Passive perception is
Come on,
13.
come on, come on.
Right, okay.
Come on, come on.
Gary
You
needs
need-
a pair of shoes.
You need at least a 13 or higher.
Gary needs...
Come on.
Gary
What does
needs-
Gary need?
A new pair of shoes.
Ooh!
It was outside. It doesn't count.
What is it?
Oh, and one
A natural one. It was a
It's a
natural
one, but it
one.
landed outside. Landed outside.
I did say
that
that
doesn't count.
I did say that any roll, even if it's a freaking natural 20, bro.
Actually.
If it rolls outside, it doesn't count. Okay. That is a
Democracy.
rule.
No
That is a rule.
democracy.
Do not
Yeah. Fight me.
Yo, what does Gary need?
A new pair of shoes.
Gary needs a new pair of shoes. Gary needs Louboutins.
What'd you get?
You got a 2 this time.
A two plus.
It's a 5 total.
Okay, a 5.
Okay, you hear behind you the crunching of leaves slowly walking up to you. You get to him. Do you do anything? Because you hear.
Can I take off the? Can I rip the tracker off? Can I rip the piece of cloth that has the tracker on it?
It's on your back.
And can I rip the cloth that has the tracker on it? And then when she goes to like pickpocket me, just like slip her the tracker.
Okay. So the tracker itself.
What is this Apple AirTag business?
Yeah.
So the tracker itself cannot be removed by anyone but you. Yes.
Yeah, wait, that's
But
true.
what about the surface that's attached to it?
I don't see why not.
Yeah. Okay.
But would they know that?
Yeah. The thing is, you have to. So she's right behind you. So you have to somehow.
I haven't pickpocketed yet.
Exactly. You have not pickpocketed yet.
Okay.
I just kind of walk behind you. I'm like, "Woo."
do you make it known to her that you know she's there, or do you just play it stupid?
I think I'm playing stupid.
Okay, perfect. So you think I'm like the shadow. Nothing can see me. So the tracker is behind you. She's behind you, so she will definitely see that. She will definitely see you cutting it off, like the tracker, definitely. Unless you like move quickly and somehow rip it off. It's like really like high checks.
I'll do something else.
The
then.
Elijah dice.
Yeah.
I'll
Let's
just
go.
instead of
Instead of the cheesy.
I'll take one of the flower buds that I have.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use Druid Craft to kind of craft it into the shape of the key, and then put that in my pocket.
Oh! I like it. Oh! I like it.
Roll sleight of hand with advantage.
Nature Arcana.
You're too
that's
kind
crazy.
to me this session.
Hey.
6
Advantage.
advantage. A 9 plus
9 plus. What's your passive perception?
Oh.
9 plus 3, so that is
12.
Yeah, 12.
13.
Does the
bodies.
Druidcraft make does it make the key look exactly like the original one?
It'll be
It's
like a
just
nature
a key
version.
made out of like a vine.
Okay.
So like a nature druidic version.
You see, Charlie, you see a key that he puts into his right pocket.
Right now?
Yes, you see
Okay.
he puts into his right pocket. So, are you gonna go to get that key, or are you going to just try to check to see for anything else? Do you know that key is a fake key, or do you know it's a real key? Like
The thing is that I'm not going to use the outside information right now for what my character knows, but if you're already kind of wiggling around, I'm not going to like jump you right now. Like, you know, like
I'm asking.
Wait, what was that passive perception for?
I'm
though?
asking. Like she saw him put like a fake key.
But she didn't see him druid craft it? Like,
Yeah.
No, you see him like craft. Sorry, yeah, my bad. You see him craft a key like.
Like he
That's
made like a
the-
tree.
that's
out
a
of
big
it.
difference.
Yeah, like a vine. Like he makes a key.
No. Okay, then I'm just standing there.
Okay.
Witnessing.
Okay.
So
Well,
now-
your character, he does not seem to know of your presence. Or are you going to proceed with the pickpocketing?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and make sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Do it.
Okay, but she knows
2d20s?
where
2d20s.
where the fake key
She
is.
knows that
She
he
knows
made
where
a-
the
she knows that he
fake
made a
is.
fake
I
key
saw that
and put it in the right
Does
pocket.
that give her
That was some
disadvantage?
suspicious.
No. Flat roll?
I lower the DC.
Okay. So remember, the lowest one is what you're gonna take.
Listen,
Okay.
this way.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to D&D
Oh, yeah.
ASMR.
Well, it sounds like teeth chattering.
Yeah.
Like,
Falling leaves.
okay.
Gary needs a new pair of
Gary
shoes.
needs a
New pair of shoes.
That's criminal! Oh my god!
Disadvantage though. All right, tell us
She
the
got,
story.
the largest one was a nat 20,
Oh!
and the actual number is a dirty 20.
Oh! Beat that, GM! Charlie, we love you! Wait. So which one was the nat 20?
The nat 20 was a high one, like an actual nat
With
20.
the Elijah dice.
With the Elijah dice.
Charlie,
Yeah.
you go. All right. You pickpocket him in a way that you make him think that you stole a fake key when you actually got the real key. Wow!
We love you,
One of the
Charlie!
best moments I've ever
seen.
That's incredible.
Play the game.
Yeah,
That is how you
played
play
the game.
Welcome to D&D.
Taking crazy choices.
She fell for it. And then you
Another
just
one
go
again.
forward.
Charlie, message us. Let us know. You've outscammed the scammer.
That being said, we are going to go ahead and go to break.
Oh, okay.